Are you ready to be his friend?
Yes.
Try not to be that high up to be friends. I want everything to be low. Okay?
Okay.
Just try your best. I don't want you and my dad to be replaced and me again. I want you and my dad to be placed and settled and be friends. I'm not trying to be mean. I just want everyone to be friends.
Testing. Okay, I'm alive. I'm here. Okay. I think the other branding's too long. We'll just go with the
Good news. We can finally be bees. This isn't your world, but we can be bees. This is good news. You can be a bee. You'll live like a bee. A pet.
A pet?
A pet. Mark, this is good news. You'll live for 30 years.
This is insane!
This is insane. Absolutely insane. Welcome everybody. Oh, that was wait, why? I will figure out what's going on with pictures. That's weird. And the game is not loaded. Oh, wait. There we go. There we go. How's it going, everyone? We're back to Death Stranding. Let me see if I can find my stuff. I can put my webcam on. Welcome. I look a little disheveled today, but it's perfect because we're gonna finish Death Stranding, and it's going to take. It's gonna be a movie, okay? We're just gonna watch a movie together, and that's okay. It's gonna be a good time. Last time to catch people up, we went back to Mexico because we needed an item to get in order to connect us to Higgs. That way we can get to not Fragile, tomorrow. save her from Higgs and to stop him from doing his bad stuff. And so we have to return home to the trauma that is our home that we lived at. And all the sound is off. Okay. There we go. The things should be sounding. Okay. Assuming there'll be something down here. That's not disturbing. That's really sad. Okay. Oh, okay. Am I missing something? What's over here? Hey. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going, but this is very sad. There we go.
A cherished memory, no doubt. But not what we're looking for, I'm sorry to say.
So yeah, we're looking for the item. Okay. Oh. Oh my gosh.
That belongs to you, doesn't it?
Oh.
I doubt that it held any meaning for Amelie.
Should we have connected indeed? Holy crap.
Yes, this photo of Amelie, or Bridget, should serve as a tie to the kipu she wore, meaning we should be able to use it to connect to the kipu in Higgs's possession as well. Yes, this is exactly what we need, Sam.
Okay, it's good, because I was really trying to find out what a connection was.
Sam, with what you've found, we should be able to determine which beach Higgs ran off to. Hurry back to the ship. It's time we took the fight to Higgs.
Okay. Let's do this.
Higgs isn't going to go down without a fight, Sam. Do whatever it takes.
He gave up and left. Well, I was about to, and then it pointed me back in, and I was like, okay. Raindrops keep falling on my head. We're doing pretty well. We're on our way to the Premier Porter. What you keep that? Avert your eyes. Avert your eyes. Give Norman some privacy. You gotta give him more privacy than Kojima ever gave him.
Sam, it's Di Hartman. The DHV Magellan can get underway at any time, but we'll need everyone to work together to make it happen. When you're ready to depart, come and join us on the bridge.
Sam, when you come to the bridge, be sure to bring your BB pod with you. We have to pray it still has a strong connection to Amelie.
It's time to go, Sam. Tomorrow's going to be fine.
Tomorrow's going to be fine. He really is playing Jesus. Okay. I think we're good. Maybe I need to... We'll see if we can get our hat back, and then we'll do that. And then we'll put on the Why Me hat. Yeah. And we'll go to bridge. They're hooking the cables up like the Matrix, you know. Do you think Rumi motion capped that one?
Everybody ready? Concentrate. And focus your powers.
For the sake of the future, we must all come together. As a barrier to the bad, and a gateway to the good. All hands, brace for launch.
Engaging tar ballast pumps. DHV Magellan,
ready to dive.
I can't tell you how tempted I was to to have some Gavin Ortland related title on this stream, just to see if I could psyop him into showing up. And then he'd have to watch a Hideo Kojima cutscene. Give them some privacy. That would be hilarious. We honestly should. We should have his name in every single stream title. Gavin Ortland friendly space. Gavin Ortland safe space. Never mention him in the video. That way we get the narcissistic sociopathy stuff going. Oh, is that... Why is Lochna here? Oh, and his son? Interesting, interesting. The connections we make. We gotta destroy him in the title. Oh, that's true. We have to destroy Gavin Ortland in the title. It is crazy to kind of think about flying into a beach.
Fragile. Fragile.
Gavin Ortland wrecked by chiral beasts.
Discharging tar ballast tanks.
Gavin Ortland would not survive the Death Stranding. That might get marked by YouTube though. That might be too close, flying too close to the sun, man.
Get us airborne, on the double.
Attention all hands. Prepare for flight mode. Brace yourself.
Infestation. Gavin Ortland's theology is a beached thing. Okay, for a second I thought because of the camera angle and how that looked, I was like, am I gonna drive this?
bound to aid paths to create this singular beach.
So this is where Higgs is.
I'm activating the hologram. Look. Zooming in.
Tomorrow.
Was it intentional, you think? I mean, okay, it's pretty obviously intentional, but the wrapped up, the way that tomorrow is wrapped up is like the images of the Virgin Mary with like the almost like with the shroud above and like with her eyes closed. It looks like the Catholic kind of representations. It's more of the interesting religious
Multiple BTs approaching.
symbolism that's just kind of thrown in that I'm parsing through still.
Stand by and prepare for battle.
Please, Sam. It has to be you. You have to be the one to finish it.
Take the guitar with you. It's the perfect weapon for a place like this. It draws in corallium from the surrounding air and converts it into energy. Here on the beach, it should pretty much work indefinitely.
Take the guitar with you. You need it.
As well. I can serve as a communicator.
We'll take care of things here. Get to it, Sam.
Well, I mean, it's yeah, the Virgin Mary covered in tar is a bad image, but I think there's also an element of
I'll
like
always be with you.
the Higgs is a defiler.
Fragile.
Right? He's somebody who has no respect for holy things. Yo, Tayo, what is up? Welcome. You ready to watch a movie with us? Watching Norman Reedus kiss a French woman? Tomorrow's also the child. It's true. But Sam is like Saint Christopher, carrying the Christ child too. So there's this piece of that. The child who is sacrificed for the connections of the world. That's not actually his child. Lou is his adopted child. That he has no. Okay. I think there's some playing around with that. One thing about like Japanese symbolism is that there's usually not a very high Christology. They tend to be careful enough that they don't want to like play around with the symbols too much, especially around Christian symbols, because they're afraid that people will be like extremely offended, which, you know, is usually a safe way to go about it, but usually it's not very high Christology. Aha, and Lou rises again.
Battle stations.
And it's like, what sense?
Charlie, activate battle mode. Release strand cords. Deploy cannons. Screens, activate. Okay.
Christ covered in tar works.
Ready to give
Oh,
them
yeah.
hell?
There's also voluntary entry too. Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's equip our
DHV Magellan is going to act as bait for all the BTs. We'll take advantage of that to head to the beach, where we'll hopefully find tomorrow waiting for us. Higgs too, of course. This will be a golden opportunity for you two to settle your differences.
I don't want to be killed by these things. They're brutal. Ooh.
so many of them.
Oh, yeah. Fun, fun.
Super dead species below.
I like the formation of Cthulhu type creatures, the winged sea monsters.
They're closing in fast.
Dragons. Leviathan.
Controls unresponsive.
Beast from the sea. Leviathan for play.
It's got us.
Leave it to us. Can you handle it? Quickly, we need to take out its head.
Wait, what?
I think it's stopped.
I also seen the trailer for this game, so I do have the spoiler, but Beast and Revelation, that's a good one too.
Dead man.
That's right. Everyone, hold on tight. DHB Magellan, integrate.
I like how he was just standing there the entire time watching that. Just like, yep.
Sam! That you, dead man?
None other, my friend. I've managed to take control of this thing with my car.
He is, in essence, serving as the bridge between the entity and our ship. So you can leave the fighting to us.
Get moving, Sam.
Okay, let's do this. Oh gosh. Okay, well, maybe that wasn't the right approach. There we go. Hey Mark, thanks for the gift of jewels for flow state. I still have no idea what that is, but I do appreciate it. Oh, well, I'm honored to accept your below state 200 jewels. Oh, what we got here? Okay.
Sam, you're dealing with Higgs now. I'm afraid there's no avoiding this fight.
Ooh.
Sam,
Ooh.
he'll kill you if you don't tend to your health. Do you have any crypto biomes?
I don't think I have crypto biotes, bro.
Now would be the time to use them.
Yeah, now would be the time to use them. It did not end well. Did not end well.
Game over.
It's Jover. There we go. Okay, I just needed to practice. Welcome run, by the way. By the way, that's on my death counter now. I think we're up to 3.
Sam, he'll kill you if you don't tend to your health. If you have any crypto biomes, now would be the time to use them.
Your darling little baby is waiting for you safe.
Okay. Nice.
Avoiding his attacks is easier said than done. But have you considered blocking them instead, Sam?
Yeah, well, I am blocking them. I am.
Stand your ground and weather his assault.
I am blocking them.
There's always an opening
Ooh.
after he makes a big swing, Sam. Why not try to exploit it next time?
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Straight up study more pizza food. I did. Come on, hit me. Go for it. I feel like that should have done more.
We saw that attack of yours coming a mile off, Sam. You need to change your approach.
There we go. Yeah, it does. It does end it. Did you see the I'm sorry, Curtin, did you see the dance number last time? We jumped that shark. He's playing a goblet of rock.
Not long now.
A goblet?
You're too late, Sam.
Oh, it's been a while since I've watched School of Rock.
Well, let's just say I've died on the beach before. You of all people should understand. The loneliness. Tens of thousands of years just wandering. Without you. Fragile. Amelie. Anyone. I couldn't fucking take it. Just when I finally had embraced oblivion. These dead folks right here. Up and called me back. 4,000 poor bastards who join with APAS in a convergence. To them, I was another ghost. Just another lingering soul. Well, with so much in common, they thought I should team up with their little company. And me being me, I played along. All the while. I was working towards my own personal goal.
No, I get it. Is that really what you want?
Oh, yeah. To bring about the last stranding. But for real this time. I mean, honest. What is the point of this graveyard, huh? Humans deserve to go extinct. To be forgotten. What do you say? One last dance on top of their old bones?
you miss me? Feels good, don't it? That's the way, Sam.
Okay, okay.
Feels good, don't it? Don't you just love this, Sam? Even an undying has. Bounce. Hey, hey.
Okay, okay.
Time to reset. Come on up there.
Oh, there we go.
I think it's time we played a different kind of game with an old friend of yours.
Ooh, oh gosh.
Surprise! Hey, just go!
Nice, nice.
Feels good, don't it?
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Well, that's an interesting comparison. This game. Oh, you see, Olsen, if he did that, it would mean I would die, and I would lose the game. And that wouldn't be very cool.
Hey, no! Over here.
We're obviously no match for a monster that size. Just focus on defeating Higgs.
Down you go!
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Up here, Sammy boy!
Oh.
Let's crank up the heat!
Oh. I will.
Take a night, Sammy boy! You should see the view from up here. Eat this. Think you can handle it, Sam?
Okay, I think we got it. I think we got it. Oh. Ooh.
Sam! Somebody wants a baby!
Ooh.
Hey, no! Over here.
There we go.
remember that day on the beach? When my guiding light betrayed me? Chose not yours truly, but Sam the man. Well, that girl was meant to be mine.
Your princess is in another castle.
Luckily, I found someone new. Your very own baby girl, the Extinction Entity. I am truly grateful. I got to savor this revenge against you twice over. There's just a beautiful poetry in our fates.
Oh, we get to do this.
You see that? The last stranding is finally upon us. Victory is mine. That girl ain't got no choice but to accept what's happening. Up close and personal. That old familiar feeling. Kept you waiting, huh?
Oh.
You and me. It ain't over yet.
He said the line. He said the line, guys. Okay. Let's do it.
Right, bitch, now it's off.
Oh, okay.
Let's give this a proper ending, Sam.
Ooh. Am I almost already dead? We'll make our best of it. What's up, Chad? How's it going? I'm glad you're here for the musician part. Is this your experience of playing music? Swinging the axe around, as they say.
Without a stick in the end. Come on now, again with that shit. Let's dance.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Okay.
This is the moment I've been waiting for. This moment.
Okay. Ooh. Dang. Okay. No, you can keep sending them, Chad. I need to listen to Pink Floyd. I've never listened to Pink Floyd before. I need the inspiration. I'm assuming this will help.
I'll sing you a lullaby. You want a jam with me? Tired. Bullshit. Kiss the world goodbye, Sam.
I just realized that this is kind of like the ending of Metal Gear Solid 1. There's like the fight.
I ain't through with you yet. Right. How does it feel?
Oh. Okay. I'll have to do that.
I'm putting you down. This time. Fuck you.
Oh. Wait, oh. You holding back? Okay, there we go.
And your band.
Oh, we're gonna do a Yojimbo style. I don't know if it's Yojimbo. The Samurai Slash. I did like the tooth flying out. I felt like it's a fitting one.
Tomorrow.
Lou? Wait, what?
Really is you, isn't it? It's okay. See the sun set. The day is ending. Let that yawn out. There's no pretending. I will hold you. protect you. So let love warm you till the morning.
No, those are tar tears, by the way. This is sick. I love this. Is he shirtless or are you like the giant cherub? I love all of it. This is great. Okay, we have to address this comment. Kojima did not go too far, okay? Okay, guys? Matt, you don't know. You couldn't survive the asylum I was raised in. Well, let me have this, guys, okay? I was afraid he was gonna land this, and he did. He this is literally the gospel. Exactly. Skank and I are gonna work on a 7-hour retrospective video essay on the Death Stranding series. And it's going to be enjoyed by absolutely no one. And it's going to be amazing. It was not all just a dream, Chris. Stop it. Stop it.
Okay, time to head home.
It will get 7,000 views, and TLC won't watch it. So true. Kind of like Death Stranding 2. I have equipment on my back. Do I know what that equipment is? I have some ladders. Okay, that's cool. And I can't use Dollman right now. Interesting. Oh, we can definitely drag Nate into this. I just don't know if he'd like it, but you know, we'll convince him. I think we can get Joseph in though. No, he's pretty hostile to youth culture. I don't know if you'd like my my TTRPG talk, because actually, I don't know, maybe he would agree with my hot takes. You see, it's not a chore or a job if Sam is being able to carry his child again. That's something he wants to do. If Kojima lets you bike around with aliens, you might be interested. Ooh. Let's not drop the baby. What if we pitched that this was made by a boomer? And then we hide all the pieces that feel like thinly veiled anti-Zionist takes. Who needs health insurance when you can repatriate? True. But, I mean, the other parts might be miserable in the middle, but, you know, you definitely don't need life insurance. I think I'm going the right way. I don't... Okay, yeah, the goal's over here. Okay. Running for joy. Run the race, you know? Yes. Yes, maybe that. Maybe that. Am I going the right way here? I guess I could climb over this hill. Drop him. No, we want to be around him. If we weren't around Lou, like, we did all this to get Lou back. And last time we dropped him off at daycare, he died. And somehow we forgave Fragile. What is this? This is us being able to travel through Mexico. Symbolism of a snowfall at the end. Luke, right now we are destroying Gavin Ortland's theology. We're reconciling with our child. I mean, I think it kind of solidified too that Amelie is just Bridget, and so Sam, in some ways, also is reconciling with his mother. This is about intergenerational handoff and grief, and why connection is worth it. And it sounds like I might be making all this up, but I actually think these are the real takes. So it's good. It's good. And then we're gonna... Oh. I was gonna double jump, but... Okay, so yeah, it is canon. They made it very unclear. Gavin singing the harmonies in this. Don't you know Gavin is just very well known for his stuff, his contributions to video game soundtracks. What's that prayer? What's that Catholic prayer app? I always like thinking about these like random weird connections, and I think about Jonathan Rumi on the prayer app doing like the readings and everything, and then the other people on that prayer app, and one of them is it's Mark Wahlberg, and so I think about the Kojima Mark Wahlberg connection. It's great. Skank, you also know who's a big fan of The Last of Us Part 2? Kanye West. I think it's the best possible troll that he could give to Neil Druckmann is have Kanye be the biggest fan of his piece of artwork. I'd love to know Neil's thoughts on that.
Lou?
Oh, okay. For those tuning in, this is Sam's daughter. They didn't know he had because the government used his sperm to create a new superpowered human being. And I got an S rank on that, so, yeah. Take that. Get wrecked, everybody. Even though I did die once. And got the game over, you know. I wonder if Rainey's gonna have her baby. His daughter is the superhuman. Well, he's superhuman too. But she got that girl boss power.
Conscious but unharmed.
He can just come back from the dead.
Sam, listen.
Wait, what?
Fragile's dead, Sam.
What? Dang.
Truth is, she's been dead for some time. While you were away, searching for that photo, Fragile contacted me. Came clean about the whole thing.
Wait.
It happened back when she...
What?
Tried to jump Lou to safety.
What? Wait, what?
And she was in that space between the world of the living and the dead. And Higgs shot her.
As you know, the flow of time is different in our two worlds.
On the other side, Fragile's death was a tragedy that had already come to pass. On this side, however, her physical form still endured, if only for a while. Its end yet to arrive.
Fragile knew what the future had in store for her, and what she wanted to do with the time she had left. You were the one person she asked me not to tell, Sam. The only one. And I trust that you understand why. sorry, Sam. Let him go.
Poor Sam, man. Why me, indeed?
Sam, there's something I haven't told you. When Heeks shot me, in that instant, my Ka and my Ha were separated from one another. And the fact that Lou and I were even able to...
Ron saying, so I had to take off for a while. What did I miss? Stuff.
Make the jump had nothing to do with me.
Ooh, true. True skank.
It was Lou. Lou connected us to those poor lost souls. And at the time, being with them seemed safer than with me. So I decided to leave Lou in their care.
Okay, so the hands did mean something. Okay.
But afterwards, Sam, when you came and found me, I'd lost all memory of what I'd done. The only thing I knew for certain was that I was already dead. And that what little time I had left, I wanted to spend traveling with you. It wasn't until the moment we arrived at Apes's beach that I finally remembered. About Lou, about the jump, about everything that had happened. It's my fault that you never got to watch Lou grow up. Me, who stole all those precious years. I'm so sorry, Sam. I can't give you back the time you've lost. But promise me you'll make the most of your future. With Lou. You will never be alone. Death can't tear us apart. We will always be with you. Now go on. The others are waiting.
Wait!
Sam, we've completed preparations for our return trip. Hartman has finished mapping and logging the coordinates of this beach, and all data concerning the tar currents that brought us here have been recorded as well. With this information at our disposal, we can retrace our path easily. Even without Fragile's power, we should be able to return to Australia at any time. Come to the bridge whenever you're ready.
Okay. They just left her sitting there? And changed her clothes, presumably? It's a little awkward.
All squared away? We're gonna need everyone's power to make this work. Attention all hands. It's time for us to go home.
Okay. Okay. Oh. Do we still got more to go?
Thank you for coming.
You said it's
Hey Jeff, how's it going?
Tell me, I don't have much time.
They're after my child. They won't live for themselves. Bridges has plans. And everything hinges on using Lou as a sacrificial BB. Because they need the child of a repatriate. But I won't let them have my baby. We need to tell everyone that you are the father.
But I'm not. I want you to stop playing with me. Please.
Neil, please. Help me keep Lou safe. Thank you.
We should run to Mexico. There's a bunch of routes only people like me know. And I have a couple of friends down there that can help us out. But we need to move quick. Next week, no later. Okay? I will come back and pick you up here.
Neil,
What?
this contains everything. I want you to hold on to it for me.
Oh, night run. Have a good one.
Hey. Let's go.
Just a moment.
Just leave it. Everything we need is in the car. Everything. Just to make it more romantic. Don't worry.
Okay. Mexico's waiting. He's a patient of mine. Thank you. Let me double check. Should work.
Take you guys.
Yeah, we're in the movie portion, but it's also the end, so you're gonna have way more of that.
Impressive.
Hold it! Don't move! Don't move!
Mr. Anderson.
You had to know. We'd never let you leave. You're carrying the child of a repatriate, after all. A test subject of incalculable value.
Gun! Put it down! Put it down!
No.
You're wrong, because that's my child. So back the fuck off.
Back off!
Neil.
No! Check fire! Check fire! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Oh my gosh. Wait, did they hide? They hide her death?
Lucy. Hey. Fuck.
Neil.
You have to save her. Please. Please.
We can try. But there's going to be conditions. This child is invaluable to us. You have to agree to let us take it.
She'll survive. She'll survive. Give me your word.
She not surviving, bro.
Word, Neil. I give you my word.
Yikes. Hey, he said she'll survive, not him.
The extraction was successful. BB-00 was transferred to a sterilized pod and sent to a separate facility. Ready to proceed with corpse disposal. 1 male, 1 female. Impossible. What?
What?
How long has it been like this? He's already succumbed to necrosis. What the hell? This doesn't make any sense.
Oh, was he the void out? Interesting. Click a left. See you, Jeff. Thanks for joining. Peeking in. Next time we might have more Gavin Ortland destroying things to say. Well, every thumbs up is appreciated. You can leave one in the comments. There you go.
Don't find excuses for your anger. You're drowning in sorrow. With all the reasons to stay are selfish, you must go. I'll show you out this burden is hiding the meaning of it all. How beautiful this life can be. You don't have to grow. Don't waste your life.
It's Fragile Mary. There's kind of a... I don't know, it's tough. It's tough because you kind of have the divine feminine played with a lot. Okay, sorry to pause. Because you have a lot of like the triplet goddesses, right? You have the Saint Bridget, where you have like the original goddess that had the same name. You have the three, and they're like sisters. But in this, you also have the woman who is perpetually, you know, gestating a child, the virgin child, or I guess the virgin woman, and then you have like the mother. And Sam propelled by three holy women. Sam has a lot of Dante energy sometimes. I wonder if that's part of the reason why Lochna is not in this. Because then it would mess up with the numbers. But that might be giving Kojima too much credit. That might be me doing the fanboy stuff. He thought this all through, guys. The symbolism was all intentional. But it's great nonetheless. I need to double check that I'm not being paged. Those cryptobiotes hatch? Mm-hmm.
I remember now. The journey the two of us went on together. You and me, Sam.
No.
We will always be connected.
Wait. Is that also the Oedipus riddle of the Sphinx? Yes. There's also a little bit more to the Oedipus Sam connection too. That's another question about the Amelie stuff. Maybe we'll get into that at some point. The The Lu. Yeah. Interesting. Lu and tomorrow. Lots of weird, not weird as in like bad or like a negative connotation.
I'm here, Louise.
Luis, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. To live is to imagine ourselves in the future, and there we inevitably arrive, yet our place is in said future may not be the one we envision. About the feminine doubles. Feminine doubles? I'm not super familiar with that one. I'm still trying to process the Lu. Do we know Lu was a girl? Maybe it was kept ambiguous on purpose, or maybe I just missed it. Old and New Covenants? I still like the connection versus disconnection. I think that's like the major one of connection is an obvious good in the first one, and then the second one is the processing. Is it worth it? Why do we keep pushing? Wakna, as in travail over her stillborn baby, like Israel in Old Testament. Okay, okay. Nose revealed as female after credits of DS2. Like just now it's revealed. DS1 is about binary on or off. This is loud. I need to turn this down a little bit. Jonathan Rumi! It's Jonathan Rumi, guys. Yeah, I think so. Like I think DS1 is more simple than that. It's like it's better to be connected than disconnected. DS1 was Lu's gender reveal. Okay, okay. Then I just must have forgotten that. At the very end. Then that's less shocking. I okay, he voiced mules in DS1. Okay. Wait, are we getting a DS3?
I've always loved porters. Through freezing rain and biting wind, across rivers, mountains, and endless deserts. They come to deliver something priceless. A glimpse of a life I've never known. They're my window, my sole connection to the outside world. And
What
I
a
know
good
they'll be
photo.
back again today
Very nice, very nice.
and every day, even when we're long gone.
She really is aura farming right now.
Death can't tear us apart.
Ooh, true. There is a lot of Egypt mythology built in. Oh, I can't pause.
That's why today is another day on the road.
The other connection is Ciri and Geralt. And whose hands Fragiles were? I think they were her own hands. That was the twist. It was her spirit's hands. It was either her spirit's hands or it was Lou's hands. I think we thought it was Lou over her shoulder, but it was shown again, and it was like her old wrinkled hands were there. But Ciri, that was the trans actor? No, that was what's her face? Elle Fanning. It's Elle Fanning. That's the girl with blonde hair. No, but you're thinking of Hunter Schafer in the horror game that's coming out. But also, The Witcher has Ciri as being the main character for the next one too. So I don't know. There's this interesting aura farming women kind of thing going on. I'm interested to see where it goes. It's an interesting chiral mirror, you know. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's part of it too. Is like, yeah. But now I want to play a game as Tomorrow or Luis. It'd be sick. Yeah, you're thinking of the one all the Twitter users wanted. They wanted Hunter to play Zelda in the Legend of Zelda movie that was being made. And that's as far into that controversy as I want to delve. It's just to say that that's something that people wanted. Yeah, I'm sure I will be processing this for a while, but now that I've reached the end, I can have a conversation with Joseph and Skank on this. This will be fun. Who knows, maybe this will end up being like a very long Google Doc. I have a feeling that'll be part of it. And then maybe we'll try to turn it into something, but... Yeah. Half of this has been like the difficulty of communicating something that is so out of the realm of like anything else. I don't know if that makes any sense. But TLC is not really too much of a gaming space. So thank you all for letting me share in my ridiculous gaming stuff. But also to try to like share my joy in some of this nonsense. We'll keep chewing. MGS2 is coming soonish. That's true. That's like a whole nother level of stuff. Because MGS2 is now becoming like a... I don't know. What's the new thing? MGS4 is everybody's saying is the next thing that... If it helps, I had no idea what was happening. That's fair. You kind of had to be there for the beginning and the end, which was maybe not the easiest to get people to be on board for those two parts. Everybody's saying MGS4 is the next thing that's accurate to today. It's like the new prescient thing. But we'll see. Death Stranding 2 being... Actually, Death Stranding 2 is pretty prescient, too. I think it was an important question to ask if connection is worth it with all the pain. Oh, you're gonna read the book? I'm interested to see where that goes. We'll have to find a time and to set things up. That'll be one of my next projects is figuring out what our delivery mechanism for more Metal Gear Solid will be. Nintendo Pictures Company helped with this for mocap. It's interesting. Yeah. Man, I really do like Hideo. He's such an interesting guy. And being able to just, I don't know, put what you want into things and then also have it turn out pretty well. There's something about the auteur stuff where it's like, there's a lot of controversy around auteurs and, you know, there, again, like, as shown here, there are a lot of people that worked on this and made it happen. But at the same time, had somebody who was kind of overseeing this and was able to execute a vision with very little feedback. You know, as controversial as the Star Wars prequels are, I don't know. There's something kind of beautiful about it. About seeing somebody just kind of put their vision into the world, as messy as it is. And you just get some cringy lines here and there, but yeah, I mean, I am on a first-name basis with them now. Maybe I should do. I should be more respectful. Kojima-san. That's kind of cringy. So there is a certain familiarity with that. I've also listened to his podcast, so, you know, I have the parasocial thing going, yeah. But yeah, good stuff. I'm impressed that he, I don't know, that was a good ending. I think that's the thing that a lot of people mess up on is they don't stick the landing with their stuff. I have some quibbles here. I know I was saying before towards the end, like, there's a little bit of not stalling, but there's kind of steady progress with the story that's on like a pretty heavy feed at the beginning, and then it really cuts off, and then like kind of really builds, really using too many of the same word, but it builds very quickly towards the end. And so Kojima kind of has these touches of kind of brilliance throughout of, you know, the interactive stuff and being able to kind of incorporate players into it and play with the audience. But I don't know. I think he also has the tough part where he's like, he really likes movies. And as you saw, there are significant sections without interactivity. And I mean, pretty famously, at the end of Metal Gear Solid 4 is one of the longest cutscenes in all of gaming. That goes on for, you know, I think you can correct me, but it's like well over an hour. But it might be 45 minutes. Maybe I'm over exaggerating, but it's quite a bit. I think Death Stranding has it too. Like there's some extended pieces, but I think he split it up here. Kojima's auteur frees his whole team to get goofy in development. He really likes movies. He does. Do you know his quote? His quote is, "My body is like what, 80% movies? 80% movies?" Sounds right. Maybe I'll look that up. Kojima movie quote. He's great. The human body is supposed to be 70% water. I consider myself 70% film. Yeah, there's something about like setting the tone for a studio or for a group to be able to move it a certain direction. I heard his book goes on about his love for books. He's yeah. I mean, he does read a lot. I remember in his podcast he was talking about mystery novels he has a particular love for. And he was doing like a top 10 mystery novels of like every year. He's very much somebody who is like very high in input on movies and books. It's fascinating. But I'm curious to know if he has any balancing. If I had books to understand DS1, that'd be fun. Yeah, feel free to share it with me. That sounds great. But we'll fix that soon. The bit on Homo Ludens is excellent. Interesting. There's a few songs in this game. I'm gonna have to make the decision whether or not to just cut out all the songs or just leave them. YouTube leaves me with annoying messages. End rolls? End rolls imaginal stream. You're there, Skankenstein, you're there, up there. Don't worry, guys. He had to scroll back to see. Your name was in the credits as one of the people I connected with. You're gonna have to catch it on the replay. Go back in live. SAG-AFTRA. Rambling is hard. It's tough to be able to just say stuff. But there are a lot of people here in this company. Hey, you got his name in at the end. Okay, let's see. Rest in peace, Ryan. I was listening to a lot of his music after the first game. Very good stuff. That's crazy. During the time that I was sitting here and watching the giant baby emerge from the giant thing, my friends just had their baby. Symbolism happens. Craziness. Is that Dolman? But not Dolman? Fun. That's sick. Okay, what are our, we got 138,000 likes. We covered 322 kilometers. We carried 448 pieces of cargo. We carried around 8.7 tons. Apples restored by Messiah. Oh, okay, okay. Apples restored by Messiah. We set our birthday to 4/19 because I just set it to a random day. We put on normal. Took us 44 hours. Received a lot of likes from NPCs. Fun. I did not make too many structures, so I'm not too surprised that we didn't get too many. I should do that more often. The connection between APOS and 4,000 Dead is severed. The drawbridge Cupid is fully operational, meaning Ghost Mechs, BTs present, less of a threat than usual. Moving around and making deliveries is easy. But I can turn this off at any time. Okay. So we'll leave it like this. Dang, okay. I have to catch up. The adventurer keeps getting lost. It's great.
Sam, it's Charlie. Just kidding. It's Die Hardman. Good morning. Thanks to the tireless efforts of Drawbridge, the whole of Australia is now connected. But I'm sure you still have a few things left to do all the same. We're happy to offer you our continued support, just like before. From here on out, though, you call the shots. You're free to go wherever you choose.
Do as you please. Favorite connections in the game? I don't remember where else. We're all. I like Samson. Samson was a fun guy. The boxing. The pioneer. Samson the puncher. I liked Olivia was fun to talk to for a little bit. I know you're a big fan of the fisherman. I'm trying to remember. Victor was okay. Ghost Hunter. Oh, data scientist. Data scientist was fun. Motherhood was a little weird. I seem to remember liking the what's the aeronautical engineer. Felt like a fun kind of spot. But I don't remember his character very well. Data scientist was probably my favorite. That's such a good a good piece. Okay. To customize some stuff real fast. I think That covers most of what we were gonna do, or what I had planned. And she was a DS1 streamer that Kojima liked and invited her to collab. I think that's yeah, it's great. I'll hop in the voice channel. If anybody wants to hop on and just hang out and talk, feel free. I think that this does bring an end to the Death Stranding, I think, though. I'll mess around with this here, but I think next time we stream, I'll probably be playing something else or had something else. Knows a character named Fragile. Does the game have a lot of strange codename characters like MGS? Yes. Die Hardman, Deadman, Hartman, Mama, Dahlman, Blank Man is a major one. Sam Porter Bridges. We can go down the list. Also, did I ever add Matthew, are you part of the server? I don't know if you use Discord though. Anyway, I'll hold that up. We'll probably pick out a new game. I'll think about it. I'm in the search for the perfect stream game, and I will never find it. But maybe someday. I want to put on the new badge. I don't think we need the A+. I think we'll be fine. Always be winning. No pressure, but it'll be fun. Please invite. I'll invite. Everybody, if you want to be a part of the server, there's a link in the chat. Do the Stray Cat game I told you about. Wait, Stray Cat game? Oh, Stray. I can do Stray. Stray would be fun. Is there a lot of I feel like there's going to be a lot of dialogue, not like voice dialogue. Because we could voice the characters. Let me give Matt C permission to jump in if he wants to. But at least he's here now. Okay. Again, no pressure, but you now have permission to. Okay. Do we even want a backpack cover? Why not? And now we'll put on our mask. Oh, can I not wear both at the same time?
Hello.
Hello, hello. Oh, let me share it real fast.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna watch. I'm on mobile. And honestly, I just realized I've been rocking my headphones all day, so I have no idea how much juice I actually have here. That's
fair enough. Fair enough.
We'll see. Market's winding down. I think I'm mostly done for the day. So, waiting for my Filipino hurricane fries.
Oh. What does that consist of?
French fries and I think pulled pork and sriracha mayo.
Okay. Sounds great.
Oh yeah. Just looking for kind of a.
It goes without.
It's a solid snack. Oh. I guess I will watch the stream then. Here we go.
Wait, is something gonna happen when I walk out? Peckle.
Is it your first time wearing the Pecco hat?
No, I wore it for a while, but then it didn't feel immersive.
Okay. I was willing to overlook that just because it had the stamina booster. Oh yeah, when do you pick him up? Yeah, of course. It's lunch. Well, it's lunchtime. Oh, okay. Cool. Of course, then I learned that like half of the hats you get are all stamina boosters, so it became less special. Aside from the Pecco bit.
It still feels special at that point, though. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. It was, but I listened to another kind of like wrap up stream on DS2 the other day, and they were like, then they also were just like, yeah, no, like, I thought I like broke the game because you just kept saying Echo randomly all of a sudden. I couldn't figure out why forever.
And then he'll do it like 5 times in a row, too. He'll say, Pecco, Pecco, Pecco.
Which honestly, I kind of, well, yeah, especially like considering this, if the story's true, that it's just a random DS1 streamer that he happened to like a lot. And all of a sudden you have not only like you in the sequel to this game, but also like your catchphrase is being thrown about all of the time should a player so choose. That's incredible.
It's great. Okay. Chill. Yeah, I'm still reeling from the experience. It feels like he saved all the story that was going to be told, and then it felt like it just hits all in like a 7-hour time span.
Well, I think sort of like the thing you gotta deal with Kojima is how do you do the whole like everything is actually participatory in play while also being the like heavy-handed narrative guy that he's so famous for being.
Yeah.
And so I think sort of the compromise is just, yeah, you're just completely on your own for like the entire middle game. Have fun.
And you can do as much or as little as you want, and then I get you back by the end.
Yep, yep. But there's also a bit of a bummer because I really kind of took them seriously. Like, okay, you're in the end game now. There's no dilly-dallying. It's like, actually, no, I can dilly-dally if I want.
Yeah, it feels like a fake warning there, where you would expect that with like a Final Fantasy game or something, where you know you reach the end and if I don't save
I kind
now.
of wish I had though, because that's how, like I said, I'm trying to max out everyone now, which right now mostly just consists of like lugging stuff up and down the mountain, up and down, up and down.
That's fair. But you get to listen to a podcast or something while you do it, you know.
This is true. This is true.
I have been looking for like mindless games and with various amounts of success. And I was just kind of waiting to finally finish Death Stranding to be able to navigate the world kind of and listen to Jacob destroy Gavin Ortland's.
Someone's got to do it.
But I'm not going to do that, you know, sober-minded, not playing video games. That would be too much.
No, you got to get into your altered state.
Yeah. I can't let it in directly. I have to, you know, come at it horizontally.
I do gotta say, I was a little bit bummed though, because our brother Sam Tiedemann was on the stream the entire time Gavin was there. Did not get a chance to say anything, and nobody kind of threw the two of them together either.
I'm surprised, because he's been trying to get Gavin's attention forever.
Well, I mean, this is also, I mean, it was so interesting because Jacob went into full, like, respectful welcome mode. He's like, Dr. Ortland this, Dr. Ortland that, which is pretty sweet.
Well, now he's more real, you know. If you're not on the stream, you know, for all we know, you're just a robot or something. I mean, I guess still, but
yeah. I think I also kind of realized, like, part of the like our whole deal about like Christian YouTube is just we're just tired of like the artifice people like. This is the biggest frustration. I'm like, sure, he's a great guy if you do it in person, and I just can't get past the artifice of the man.
Yeah.
And I imagine if he hung out with us a little bit, we could teach him how to be a real boy online.
Maybe some of that artifice can rub off on us, and we can actually make something presentable, and then we can, you know, get our part on him, and get the not authenticity, but sincerity, maybe.
I don't know. I feel like those are. I don't like those terms overly much, just because I see like, oh, they're just talking about different anthropological terms for fear cultures, guilt cultures, shame cultures.
That's fair.
So I'm like, yeah, this is that, only kind of in the lower resolution.
I see that. Did you have the drawbridge up or down when you finished the game?
So I initially left it up, or left it down, because I'm like, I still want to get like deal with random encounters.
Mm-hmm.
And so left it on for a while until there was like one or two things I had to do, where I'm just like, or no, turned it off for a while once I was like heavy into like package delivery mode.
Oh, okay.
But then a couple of like, there's a couple like clear this BT area. Like I probably need to turn the thing on so that there's BTs to clear in the BT area.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, I imagine most of the reason for the feature is to make it easier for you to kind of just finish out all of your remaining safe houses.
Thanks so much for
That's fair.
continuing to support us.
But
Let me give you a little something in return.
I don't know. I wanted to leave like the bit for want to leave the game part, like actually have baddies to fight. But I also built up all of my roads, so.
Let me just increase your
How much will you actually run into?
Well, I mean, like with the roads, like you go fast enough that you just go right through the encounter zones without having to worry.
Yeah.
This is a patch I was able to recreate with some old data. A lost legacy I wanted to try and preserve for the future. I'd be honored if you used it. We're still conducting research into new tech to help your fight against Higgs. It's going to take a little more time.
Some of the dialogue is
Appreciate it. Till we meet again.
doesn't quite work after you finish the game.
Order completed. Well done. Beckham.
We're gonna help you develop weapons to fight Higgs.
Oh yeah. See, that's the kind of mission I feel like important to do now was too important to do mid-game. Like, the weapons sound good. That's why I like, once I kind of realized like who the lone commander was, I'm like, okay, I need to max you out because you're definitely hiding the good stuff. And he is.
Dang.
Order accepted. Thank you.
That is the one part where it's like, if you want to be able to use your guns, it's kind of nice to have an excuse to use them. Okay. That's not where I want to go. It's gonna be stuck in my head for a while. But those raindrops do be falling on my head.
Did I lose my thing in the time that it... Okay, I'm still kind of here.
Would you lose?
Did I? Hang on 1 second. Oh, I left the stream thing. Alright. So it doesn't like to turn on and off or whatever. The kids need their balloon flowers.
They have some stuff on the roof? Interesting, interesting.
Gotta do the double ladder thing, man.
Well, it looks like somebody left one halfway up.
I'm still bummed that I guess you didn't notice or didn't track the one when I finally kind of caught up to you in the game and just like spammed the motherhood, hoping you would just get like stuck with an explosion of crap I left for you.
I did see some of the stuff he had left.
Yeah. I mean, it was like part of me was just like, I need to make this obnoxiously obvious. So like started by leaving like 8 different ladders up all over the place. And it's a pretty narrow spot, so you can't like everything I tried to do, I kept like I kept knocking them over as I'm trying to set them up. But like a spider web of climbing ropes.
You know, there's definitely somebody random you ran into, and they just throwing all your stuff in there.
Systems, and everyone was confined to the lower levels of the shelter. Not that you were having any easier of a time up top, but I'm glad we all made it through okay. I'm happy to take a look at your order data now. That's some fine work, mate. You deserve to have this more than anyone. When the time comes...
That is one thing. I have all like the very low level guns. I never got to like level 3 naturally or anything.
The biggest thing I wish I had done, like the biggest kind of game changer, is I wish I had leveled up Mexico enough to get like level 2 blood grenades.
Oh, okay.
I've increased your materials.
Because I kind of like,
I trust you'll make the most of what we've got to offer.
I stepped back through the portal just to see if I could, because I figured the game wasn't going to make me go back without like a very good reason. Like, does this script still work?
I've shared the data for a lightweight machine gun.
And I already like. Did you at least find everybody in Mexico? Like, did you find the artist in the Boca?
I don't know. I don't think I got everybody in Mexico.
Make it much easier to stay on target too. Give it a go and you'll see.
You playing through this whole game with only 3 colors, man?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well done.
Well, I've been trying to do both at the same time, like play relatively quickly, and also, you know, do some side content as I come across it to make sure it's, you know, I'm getting some stuff. But I also knew that if I was going to do, if I was going to be streaming it, I didn't want to sit around forever.
Yeah, no. I mean, honestly, from the ones I've tuned into, it seems like you kind of caught the pacing pretty well.
Yeah, I think I kept up. That's the one thing though, is the it is nice to be able to build up some of those things and be able to play around with more tools as you go.
Yeah. But I mean, that's how I played DS1, because I was just like, I just want part of it because I didn't finally get around to pushing through the beginning to kind of get what the game is until DS2 came out. I'm just like, okay, I need to hurry up and do DS1, that way I can do DS2.
Yeah.
Because apparently 1 is rough and 2 is, everything I heard was like the greatest game I've ever seen.
It is interesting the number of people who bounced, I've heard at least, bounce off of the first game and then come back because of how they heard all the good reviews for the second one, and then proceeded to love the first one on their second playthrough.
But it is astounding to me how much smoother everything in the sequel is. Like, as far as like like playthrough goes. Like it just like everything just felt like butter. It was like I usually kind of like scoff at people talking about like video games are addictive, but this one nailed kind of like the gameplay loop where it just yeah, I don't know how it made everything that's mundane about the game just so fun to do.
And it was really smooth, but not in like a dumb way, you know. Like often when you remove friction, it causes a lot of problems with like trying to keep up with it and wanting to play more. But and I was also surprised too because Kojima's really famous for like kind of subverting the expectations of what a sequel should be or would be.
Oh, very much so.
Famously with MGS2.
I was gonna say, yeah, no, that's.
I'm also thinking about like Metal Gear Solid 5 and V. Yeah, there's just, and then this one feels like, oh, it's kind of a just straight down the center sequel.
Yeah, and it's interesting because I kind of feel like I really like the story of 1 a lot better than 2.
Yeah.
Once again, you
But-
bailed us out.
But again, some of it is also I don't think I've come across like a game or like art that is just so much like unpacking it in conversation is the crucial thing of it all.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I see. It's back. Okay, we'll pick that one up.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Well, yeah, and yeah, I think it's just been a really good experience too to be able to talk about, to have somebody to talk about Death Stranding with. So thank you for also being the conversation partner with all that, because it's just it's a strangely, I don't know, a strangely deep game, I guess.
It's the mix of like opaque initially.
Yeah.
Or like if I did not have like a world of kind of like faith in Kojima already, I'm not sure I would have made it through DS1 without a lot of kind of prodding and pushing.
That's a fair point, yeah.
And even still, it was a weird sort of like almost kind of like mysterious getting caught up in the emotional moments. Just I don't. It's so. Just dealing with the fact that, like, on the one hand, like there's like it's a fundamentally like a horror game. So like the spooky elements are genuinely terrifying, but like the story, the cosmology is still pretty like you just kind of let it wash over you. At least for me, it's just like, okay, run from the bad things, hide from the bad things. Don't understand them. Hartman's going to talk to you about them for 2 hours, and you're not going to understand them any more than you already did, other than to say that Hartman understands them. Anyway, and yet also just, well, shoot, was it Mama's story when you finally get hers? It's just broke me open.
Yeah. It just kind of wrecks you. It's and it was really interesting playing through it again, of like how much I remembered and then also how much I didn't, and just so much I don't know. It was also a particular moment in time too of the middle of COVID, playing Death Stranding. It was just a very unique experience that.
How do you feel about, I don't know, like this one? Kind of like how it meets our present moment. Because, like, with DS1, it was almost like,
Let's head to our destination
like
and make
everybody was throwing around the term prophetic in a way that's just hard to deny.
Mm-hmm. About the first one?
Yeah. About the first one. How do you feel about this one as far as, like, tapping into that same prophetic vein that the first one did? Is it as timely, do you think?
I don't know if I'd quite say it's as timely. Not to the same extent, because I think that was something you couldn't plan for.
Right.
It just kind of was. But I think this one was trying to tackle a question that needed to get answered. Especially after the first one. Because I think it's one of those things that we take for granted. Like, you know, Jesus is always the answer in Sunday school. Yes, you should have friends, and they should be important to you. And we're kind of constantly confronted with the problems of the internet and the dangers of technology and connection, and, you know, it's really obvious to see those sometimes. And so to have somebody be like, you know, you've got to work your way through it, or trying to find the light on the other end of the tunnel. It was, yeah, I think it was a very good processing. I was talking about the game with somebody, and I don't know if I mentioned it here or where I was talking about it, but that tagline of "should we have connected" stuck out to me, and this sense in which Sam is experiencing like every form of disconnection, like from the very beginning of the game, like friends dying, his child dying,
psyche fracturing,
realizing that his dead wife he's already grieved probably cheated on him, and the son that he never knew, or daughter he never knew, he's grieving that, like, child as well, and then finds out that, you know, the child he loved is also his own, maybe, and like, what does it matter anymore at that point, right? Because he's at the point of, like, I don't know, he's grieving, and then he also has to deal with the disconnection and the desecration of the memories he has of these people he loved, and it just keeps falling apart more and more. And
so I kind of want to kind of run through, now that you've brought this to my mind, the idea of, like, because with his wife, he had definitely achieved a reconnection after that disconnection. So, like, after learning about her relationship with Nirvana, he's like, why did I bother with that in the first place? Like, what was the point of it all? And he seems to arrive at I mean, the question there, like, the term is, like, forgiveness. Like, he...
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think, like, who else does he go through that disconnection, reconnection? Because I was kind of expecting, with the tagline of "should we have connected," that you would have more hostile and more kind of like suspicious safe houses to connect to, and that just wasn't the case. You still had the same sort of like Mr. Rogers, everybody is just cheerful and positive, and he just slowly but surely like makes you feel like a better person for doing simple acts of human kindness.
Well, that's why I felt like the if there's one piece of the game that didn't feel like it matched up with anything, was the he jumped out of the way before I hit him. That's good. is the whole deal with they're not called the mules in this game, but whatever the mule equivalents are. It felt like it was a missed opportunity of like, why are they doing the things they're doing? And why is it framing them as exclusively the villains, which I thought was a weird thing in retrospect, because I thought they were going to do a twist, like, yeah, these guys who don't want the connection, like, yeah, they don't want the connection because there's a lot of strings attached that they don't want to be attached to. But then it's kind of resolved where Die Hardman just comes in and is like, yeah, no, we're just cutting that part out. We're turning off the... We don't have to worry about AI because we can just turn off the computers.
Okay, I want to talk about Die Hardman's dance a little bit. I was thinking about this yesterday, and I feel like that's almost like a statement of, in the midst of, you know, Peter Thiel coming in and saying, like, we're going to use the internet to surveil and subject humanity to a new slavery. And then Die Hardman pops up and he says, no, this is what the internet is for. And does a TikTok dance.
Yeah. Interesting, yeah.
This is another new defensive device designed for use with vehicles.
And part of it too is like, how much is Kojima limited by the boomerisms, and how does he extend beyond them, and how is he actually benefited by them too? Because the answer of connection is kind of obvious, I think is kind of a boomerism. It's like, yeah, like technology is obviously good, and the more of it we have, the better off we are, and and of course that changes over time, and that's not, you know, a universal take.
Right.
Oh my gosh. 864 pounds? Or kilograms?
Yeah, and it definitely seems like they kind of threw out the should we have connected for death cannot tear us apart as the actual tagline theme of the film.
Yes.
Or movie.
You got it. You had it. Of the film.
Mm-hmm.
1,000 resident,
Which
1,000 special.
It does seem especially powerful for somebody like Sam to be able to hear, since he's in some sense like severed because of his like consistent dying.
Yeah.
Like this is the thing that he has that causes nobody else to really be able to relate to him.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those things where I almost wish they had gone out of their way to make it more clear that that is what was happening in the first game. But maybe that would have been too much.
Yeah.
I didn't really understand until this game. I'm like, oh, when he's dying, he's dying.
Yeah. There's no, and that's definitely a change from the very beginning after, you know, the opening kind of prologue's tragedy. And he's just trying to die and cannot. But, and yeah, no, that's the, yeah, the should we have connected, that's the Job 3 stuff for Sam. It's just, is it really better to have loved and lost? And he's like, is it really better to have connected and then disconnected?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm resolving the conclusion with the trailer tagline. And it's yes, the connections you make that are severed in life still matter, because even death cannot tear us apart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's I don't sense.
Order accepted. Thank you. Beckle.
It's weird because the mechanic is.
Beckle.
I don't know, like I feel like the meaning of the walking mechanic really kind of like it hit us as we were unpacking it. is the whole like Sam learning to walk again, and slowly getting better at being human over time as you progress throughout the game. So I guess with that, if that's the mechanic for the first game, you don't need the clunky stage that you did in the first game for the second game, which is why it starts out immediately like feels like you're coming home. But if the mechanic isn't doing the kind of heavy ludonarrative lifting it did in the first game, it's kind of harder to kind of like. I think that's why the middle feels so disconnected from opening narrative, closing narrative.
Hmm. Oh, is that it? That can't be it, can it?
You do?
I'm confused by I think for this trip, because it's so much stuff that I'm carrying, I think it might be a monorail only type deal.
What are you trying to do?
Carry 800 kilograms of chemicals and special alloys to Leon Easton.
Yeah, you're better off building the monorail.
Fair enough.
I guess that's a subtle way to be like infrastructure. Which I finally built up all my monorail. Got my little social strand service notification and everything yesterday. Like, you did it. Yeah. Yeah, I think everybody, like all my safe houses are at like 3 to 4 stars, except for Mr. Impossible, who I've not been able to find yet. Well, I found him, but I haven't found any of his packages.
Hmm.
Well, no, I take it back, but I found one, and I broke it trying to get the Mr. Impossible.
Okay.
He's aptly named, it would appear.
So is there still one so is that a spot you haven't unlocked yet?
Yeah, there's one guy that I absolutely have not unlocked at all.
Okay.
And I did not realize how big that zone was until I had to go rescue the adventurer, and I took a coffin board, and I'm just like, oh, he's down on the beach, so I'll just go down on the beach and cruise on my coffin board, and yeah, I hit the wall. I'm like, all right, I gotta hook it up to my waist and walk my coffin board, and like it was like 2 miles of coffin board walking. Very annoying.
Yeah, especially when you have to, yeah. The coffin, walking the coffin board is not fun. But once you have everything discovered, you just kind of chill.
It is true. It is true. There's
until you fall off the mountain.
Yeah, here on the mountain, really, it's no use for the coffin board. Sort of a strategy failure on your own part if you're trying to coffin board up the mountain.
It's a light decision.
It's the price of cool, man.
Stretching my legs.
some deliveries.
Hi. Leaving Lake Alta, I broke the dumbest part of my car you can imagine.
What'd you break?
The interior driver's side door handle. It's not like I
Oh.
broke it, but it was so because it is broken. Until I get a replacement and figure out how to, I have to unroll my car window.
Oh, and open it from the outside?
And open it from the outside. And
Dang. That doesn't sound fun.
It's obnoxious. And it's just something I forget is broken 8 times a day when I'm driving.
I mean, I feel like I would too. Eventually, I guess, learn it after a while, but that feels very odd.
Eh.
How did it break? Like just the plastic or something?
Yeah, just the plastic piece is just broken. It was just sort of thing. It just was broken already, and you didn't realize it until you tried to use it a number of times.
Got it.
And it's like right after you guys left, and I'm like, all right, I guess I'll start meandering back myself, and it just cracked.
I guess what you could do is you could just, you know, undo your door and reach in and manually, you know, unplug it. Or not unplug it, but, you know.
Yeah.
Handle the mechanism, and then, which also sounds
I mean,
horrible,
car's, and it's also a car. It's just old enough that it doesn't have like the electronic kind of like clicker to open the door either. So it's a purely manual situation.
Yeah. There's a certain kind of feeling of self-sustaining that feels really nice sometimes, though, when you have like some of those weird points of friction in your life. I remember in my dorm room, I didn't have a microwave for a long time, or a toaster, so feeling like I could, I don't know, it felt more intentional to heat up food or to but a microwave is a very nice thing to have.
It is a very nice thing to have.
And you enjoy it more once you have it. Because I would never have thought to enjoy the interior car door handle.
Yeah, hopefully everyone else will go home and just look with love at their functional interior car door handle.
It's the best.
With half of the passion that compares to the amount of hatred I feel for the interior of my car door every day, 5 times a day.
Grim, how do you feel about the interior of your car door?
It's pretty great. Still.
Hey. Must be nice.
So, I don't know if you know this, but Skank is like the worst event announcer in the world. But randomly in the YouTube live stream comment today, he announced that we're supposed to be having some Pacific Northwest pilgrimage August 7th to 9th, and I was wondering if I could find any more about that, since it was just that one comment. on a live stream.
Oh, so it has been we've been planning it for like a month or two. It just seemed kind of moot to try and mention that at the same time that we're doing the aggression. But I don't know. You said something that caused me to just throw that out there, is be like, well, we're doing another one. But it's just, I mean, we're always camping.
Yeah.
And
yeah, but if you put the name Pilgrimage on it, it can become an event. So
it's true. We intend to now. I've even got a flyer. I'll send you as soon as I'm back home. Yeah, no, it's...
Matsy is saying in chat, it's happening, Grizz.
Yeah. Matsy's going to be there. I mean, it's just more camping.
I have a general region and a day. That's what I have so far.
You have a Squim. Squim is the name of the place. Or it's a more specific region.
Pilgrimage to Squim, you said?
Yeah.
Only because Port Townsend was overbooked, and so we had to move a little bit outside of Port Townsend proper.
Matsy says, "Do I have to buy your plane ticket, Grim?"
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, there you go, Matsy. Get going on your coloring for Peugeot or whatever you're doing, lettering. Make that Grim Grizz plane ticket money.
I mean, if you're gonna ask questions like that, the answer is gonna be yes.
This multi-rocket launcher's capabilities
I'll try to grip some food and charcoal.
With this baby, you can lock on to and attack multiple targets
Nice,
simultaneously.
nice. Yeah, and I think Nate Heil is officially on board as well. So we've got a lot of campsites kind of secured already. So we just got to fill them up now.
Nick Mo is saying that his tickets are also available for purchase. Donate to Nick Mo's Ko-Fi if you want to see him in the Pacific Northwest. You got to leave a comment saying.
Come on your Discord and talk and say it himself, man. Why does he deserve it?
That's true. Never mind, I take it back. Unless Mick Mo shows up on this Discord call to come onto this live stream.
I thought I was donating to McMo's Ko-Fi so that we could get Grim Grizz plane tickets.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think that's right.
Man, that's even more effective than saying Kierkegaard.
My Ko-Fi. Don't pass go. Do not collect $200. Or if you do, collect the $200, send it straight to my Ko-Fi. I want to go up to the
Ko-Fi guard.
Oh, bye. I've never been up there. I'd love to.
You haven't been up
here? No, I've never been up there. I'd like to see what all the exotic whites got going on up there.
Exotic.
We're just plain old casual ones.
We'll show you the tree.
Whoa.
For the tire swing.
Listen, man.
By the sound, you can show off your fancy swimming skills, sir.
Yeah, true.
Oh, yeah. I could show you guys how aquatic I am.
McMermaid?
McMerman.
So if you guys want to see Nick Mo swim, join us for our pilgrimage.
PNW Pilgrimage, August 7th to the 9th.
Yeah, being good at swimming is the payback that the Lord gave me for the joke of having a torso twice as long as my legs. It's like, at least I can swim well.
What's the best airport to fly into for squibbing?
SeaTac.
SeaTac. Unless you're going to go to like some tiny one, but I think SeaTac is still probably better.
No, I don't think there's anything serious on the peninsula. I don't think there can be, because the peninsula hosts the quietest spot in America, the Hoh Rainforest. And the reason it can hold on to that title is because they have made sure that no airplanes travel overhead. So you don't realize how often airplanes fly over the top of your head until you go to a spot where they don't.
So if you live in the Air Force Base, town, you become immune.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
that's
me
probably
growing
true.
up. That was me growing up. Noticeable difference up here in the mountains.
Port Townsend also not far from the Naval Air Station, Puget Sound.
We got a
Port
lot of
Townsend is
bases up
also
here.
where one Nephilim creature Rigel Windsong is from.
That's the exciting part.
So are we gonna get him too?
No, he might be in town sometime soon. He said something about June-ish. I'll have to bug him, see if he forgot about us. But could be moot because I'm working my tail off for the next 2 weeks.
You're what events are you doing for? Are you just kind of hanging around for World Cup stuff, or?
I'm not hanging around. I'm booked and contracted. So
Oh, you're contracted. Okay. I wasn't sure if you were doing like.
They're paying me to be there.
Oh, okay.
Permission is one thing, but they are like, hey, we want you to come here and we want to pay you to come here out of the blue.
Dang.
Like I didn't do any soliciting at all. They just found me.
They were like, the world needs to know about balloon animals, the kind of balloon animal we got going on here in the great US of A.
Yes, they do. And then he just the guy up in is like, do you like soccer? I'm like, dude, I like soccer. Oh my gosh. That was,
and then
my
you got to show him.
shortest
You got to be like, "Do I like soccer? You mean football?"
No, I'm still American. Soccer. I even went like full millennial nostalgia core and went to the Adidas store to buy my retro '94 U.S. men's denim style jersey.
Oh.
I'm so excited about this. You have no idea. So you have a little idea. I just told you that I'm excited. And hopefully you hear some of the glee in my voice.
I do. It's ecstatic. I don't know if I'm capable of expressing that much excitement. The extent of it is my faces when the giant baby showed up. Sorry, continue, McMo.
I don't know what the giant baby. I missed the giant baby.
Yeah, you did. We'll leave it at that.
I was curious if Skank has had any non-American customers since his World Cup job started today.
No, it starts tomorrow. It starts tomorrow is my first cup game.
Oh.
It's just doing normal stuff. Yeah, no serious international kind of run-ins since the greatest Australian to ever walk God's green earth met me last week. Young Mr. himself.
Wait, who? What? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Or, you know, I was working a gig last week at one of my local farmers markets and met a family that was very, very Australian, and it was Australian boy mom. So either 3 kids that are like 1st grade, 3rd grade, and the young dude who was my new hero, who's like 4 or 5, and of course they're 3 young lads that are all like, we need weapons, and the 2 older guys are like, yeah, no, we just want cool swords, that's all. And the young dude who's like 3 or 4, who is in his like construction worker phase, like he was wandering around with like a plastic hard hat on and a little plastic toolbox and everything. And so mom's like, you need to like construction related. So I made him like a hammer, like a claw hammer for like framing houses and stuff like that. And he was just like just activated. He was so excited. Like he immediately turned into the mighty Thor and started whooping his poor brother's butts. And they kind of went off and disappeared, did their thing. They circled back around like an hour later, and the kid's hammer, the head of the hammer had completely popped. So just carrying around like the brown balloon, like hammer handle. And I was like, hey man, I can fix that for you if you give me 30 seconds. And so I grabbed it out of his hands and like pulled out a new balloon to like give him a new hammerhead. And he's just standing there kind of watching me, like, you know, right at my knee. And apparently I took too long, because 15 seconds later, he just kind of looked at me like, he's like, "Are you finished eyes yet?" And I'm like, still twisting. And he just looks at me and he goes, he hits me in the thigh and runs away.
I feel it. I don't know if I would have done the same, but I don't know if I would have had the bravery to do the same.
Yeah.
Did he ever get his hammer?
Yes, he did. Because while he like up and ran away, his mom was still like, "I'm so sorry, I didn't raise that." I'm like, "No, this is the greatest person I've ever met in my life. He's my new hero." I apologize for undermining all of your parenting by laughing at his outbursts, but it's just too funny. I can't hold it.
I didn't die.
Did you hear about the cursed image that you can find if you do a certain thing with the coffin board?
No.
Do you want to scar everybody watching your stream right now?
Wait, I'll deliver this
extra
and then
adventures. Just finish the damn game, Noah.
I already finished
Don't
it.
let Skankly do. Oh, did I miss the finale?
It's over.
Yeah, you missed the finale. We're just hanging
That's
out
where
right
the
now.
giant baby. That's where the giant baby was.
Yeah.
Damn.
And spoiler
late to
alert,
the party.
spoiler alert, everybody. But Elle Fanning was the baby the entire time.
Well, at least now I don't have to go back and watch the beginning of the stream.
I mean, it might be worth it. Did
No,
you see that dance?
You do.
That
Did
was
you
a
see-
spoiler
You don't
alert
wanna
for the
miss
beginning of your for the beginning of your stream. You gave a spoiler alert after.
This is such like, this is so much. You gotta go on the full journey, or at least like the finale journey.
See, I don't think that I do, because I've only been like catching every other one of the Death Stranding streams, and I don't feel like it has convinced me to care.
Well, you know what? You're gonna have to watch the entire 7-hour retrospective that Skank and I make of the Death Stranding series.
Oh my gosh!
And maybe someday we'll make the director's cut version of that. And,
I wouldn't mind a super. I wouldn't mind a super cut of just the cutscenes. You know, I would watch that. I think.
I'm sure they're out there.
Kojima has
Put it
definitely
on a-
mentions, at least for the first game, that he understands that people can't play video games and stuff, or don't like video games. And his response was, yeah, feel free to just find a YouTube video with all the cutscenes in it and just watch it.
I will say this, and I know I'm with two, big fans, but I have thought that some of the acting in the cutscenes was a little subpar, or at least it was not up to snuff in terms of what I would expect from the caliber of actor he hired.
You see, Kojima's a big fan of the film RRR.
I see.
I think that
So am I.
I think that tells you half of it. That there is like a certain it's not maybe not a Hollywood aspect to it. I think that's part of the reason why there's several points in which this game feels like a music video.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I liked the silly parts. There was some. Is Skank talking and I just can't hear him, or is that from the game?
I think he's cutting out in and
No,
out. so-
there's background noise. Here, I'll mute. I'll be a good boy.
Oh. I thought I heard his voice, but oh wait, am I getting? I think I may have been getting YouTube and Discord at the same time. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, my first impression of the cutscenes was, oh, they're getting away with maybe a bit more unorthodox rhythm and polish, which I like. You know, it's kind of nice to see a different. It's not it's in my opinion it wasn't Hollywood. It was different enough that I kind of noticed the difference.
Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting, you know. It's in other words, it might be a perk rather than a harm.
It's a feature, not a bug.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. The video game sounds really distracted me there for a second. I could not keep the language coming in my brain because I was just thinking of the sound design. My apologies, bros.
But no worries. Oh no. It's already a lot of cargo.
Noah, do you mind if I ask a TLC question?
You can ask a TLC question.
Well, I am interested in if Grim Grizz saw Gavin Ortlund on Federici's stream today. But it seems like Grim also may have walked away.
I was there for like 5 seconds to give Paul shit for not being out there socializing, and then it was Federici, so I couldn't watch it all.
Understandable. But yeah, the Gavin Ortlund actually joined his stream, and he was like, "What is the TLC?" And Jacob was like, "I'm Schism from the TLC. I'm the Peterson Spear. I'm different. Don't think lowly of me like these other weirdos. I'm better and cooler. I'm the Peterson Sphere and rounder. Less angly than a corner.
I'm an egg.
I sure hope he sees my coverage of his talk with Peugeot. And for those of you who missed it, I just played a Vikings clip where he said, "It is not your decision."
Well, that was kind of you kind of sided with Peugeot on that, which was interesting. But yeah, it was kind of funny because it was like there's a lot of people who've been trying to talk to Gavin in the corner for a long time. And so one would have expected that he would have first dipped his toe in with like maybe a conversation with Paul or being interviewed by someone, something like that. But
still a rando.
He jumped.
It's fine.
He jumped in on a live stream, which was kind of surprising. I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy.
No, the thing that bummed me out is Sam Tiedemann was there on stream the entire time.
Why did that bum you out?
Because from what I understand, there's beef between the two of them. Like the idea that, like, it could be interesting to like for someone to publicly throw them together. But it's also like there's 12 people on the stream at the time too, so it's just a mess.
Yeah, I don't know how much of it is beef versus how much of it is like.
Nearly ruined, Sam. Proceed with the utmost caution.
No, I was thinking. Sorry, the video. I'm just gonna exit out of the video game. It's
feel free. You don't have to worry about it.
Distracting me from. Especially now that I know you're
destroy everything.
I can't even remember what I was gonna say. Oh, the beef. I don't think I have insider knowledge or anything on it, but from my understanding, there was basically Sam tried to get Gavin to like come talk to him, and for various reasons, it seems obvious to me why Gavin would not want to do that. But then in the stream today, Sam said that him and Gavin are like going to get lunch like next week. So that's very interesting. They're like getting lunch IRL. So hopefully beef squashed. Maybe Gavin's like, hey, if these ortho bros aren't going to anathematize me to my face, maybe I can talk to this Unitarian. So baby steps, it's kind of nice.
That C and the Hive Man said that there was a rando, and I found a link and put it in your general.
Oh, that's right.
There it is. So does he actually not know what the TLC is? Or was this a psyop?
I think he saw probably his conversation with Paul less as an entrance into the TLC and more as being interviewed by a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Which would make sense. Like, I don't know why anybody would suspect when they come onto a pastor's YouTube channel that there would be this like flotilla of misfit, mentally ill people tagging along.
You're still using our language though. You gotta use a Gavin Ortland language. That there would be a bunch of internet weirdos thinking that you're part of their club now because you talked to somebody once.
Yeah. A gaggle of lepers.
It's a circuit. You gotta make at least two. You gotta show up on at least two of the things. Paul is the
circuit, more like circus. More like circus. If you catch my drift.
Are we still waiting on the second Elizabeth Oldfield? Or was the conference enough?
Me and Matt found a backup Oldfield that I think you guys will like better.
Yeah, I watched that video today, Skank. It was really good. I did not like her more than Elizabeth Oldfield, though. You guys are all haters of anybody left of.
I like
Dave,
Oldfield. What are you guys talking about?
Dude, Tayo just joined, and it's like 5 a.m. There he is.
It took me going to a Dave the Distributors event to realize how left I actually was. Like, oh gosh, I want nothing to do with these people.
It took me living in a Catholic household to know how left I am.
Very or not very? There's all kinds of cats, man.
This was college age men Catholic.
Okay. Yeah, I know. We're talking TLC beefs. I still hold on to my one-sided beef with Paul Antleitner. So when he talked to BBK, he's like, yeah, I'm going to watch the comments and see who's got stuff to say. I had things to say, and he did not make good.
He had me not put out the recording we did together, so if you want some Antleitner feedback, I have plenty.
Wait, you did a recording with Antleitner?
Oh wow, what an incredible lore! Don't say anything else, Grim. You'll ruin it. What an incredible lore drop! That you will make so much money on Ko-Fi from this, Grim. Just pause and think for a second what you could do with your Ko-Fi with something like that. Oh my goodness.
Well, wait, Grim, do you have the recording?
Don't tell us. It's a secret.
He said don't put out the video, so I had Chad grab the audio, but I never had a copy.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Whoa. Maybe is that why Chad deleted the Friday Morning Nameless? Is Antlighter responsible for the?
I can't see how Oldfield's intentional living community doesn't crash and burn. Okay, yeah. Well, we don't have to hash out all of that, but yes, there is a certain.
A lot, doesn't she?
Wait, sorry.
No, it's obvious.
A lot, doesn't she?
I think that they just probably picked similar people to them that are, they have similar worldviews, and I can see it working. Especially, I mean, Matt C probably knows more about this than I do. I've never been across the pond either. Actually, Tayo knows the most about this. What am I even saying? He's the expert. But my understanding is that it's fairly liberal, and I don't know, like liberals have an easier time living with each other than conservative people do. A lot of that is. What?
I'm sure every time they run into an interpersonal conflict, she just grabs everybody's hands and starts praying, and makes it all go away.
That could work though.
I don't know if they're all Christian though.
Well, that's true too.
And you wouldn't want to impose your religion on somebody else.
The thing
if
is,
you're doing that instead of actually having like the necessary interpersonal conflicts, that could verge into like the category of spiritual abuse.
Is there any possibility that they're just better than us and they're handling conflict well, and on average, on par, they're all just more mentally stable people, less neurotic, less open? Is there any? Is that at all a possibility?
Not. Absolutely not.
Could they just be like high functioning normies, and we are the types of people who don't get along with others in the community, and that's why we're fighting our community on the internet? Is that at all a possibility, guys?
I will say that it is weird to see someone who is willing to live with people who aren't related to them, And then also at the same time, hear people say online, like, you should never trust your children around any of your relatives ever. And you should be watching all of them because they're all potentially going to, you know, attack your family. Oh, the Skankenstein Trail.
Oh.
Fun.
Where are you at? I can't see the
In the
video
mountains.
anymore. Oh, yeah, I've been going up. I told you, I've been going up and down for the last couple sessions.
And you guys see each other's trails because you specifically like are friends in the game, or can you see everyone's trail and you just happened upon his?
We linked up. We're also friends on Steam, so I'm sure that's part of it. But we're also we had it, so we're a guaranteed connection in the game.
Yeah,
I have.
It's a shame because before we linked up, I finally caught up with Noah, and he was on like a week or two hiatus, and so I spammed his location with so much like in-game shit that I was hoping he would just not be able to not notice all of the crap I left for him, and it didn't register.
You love bombing him.
I did. So many ladders, so many climbing ropes, so many "don't pee here" signs.
We have a wild Matt C. Welcome, Matt C.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Dear me, it's ever so late. I'll check your orders now.
So you're buying a plane ticket?
Listen, if it's said in the hive mind, you can never tell how genuine that is. But if you know, if Johnny P pays my bills this month, then maybe there's some money to float around.
That's what I was saying.
I took a screenshot of someone saying something in the hive mind and pressured him for a year about it, and then eventually, Rick Walker tried to help fund some paintball for Jesus.
Oh, awesome.
But the
I don't know
bastard, the smarmy bastard decided to make me do things in order for it to happen. Like, I was supposed to contact paintball places and stuff, and so it all fell apart. But hive mind chats aren't nothing. There are screenshots, pal.
Yeah, you're on the hook, Kratz. You gave away the. I think that the hive mind is the most genuine and honest place in the whole world.
It's actually a contract. You wrote one.
That's a legally binding contract, and you're effed. You are fricked, dude. You're fricked.
Fricked.
It's not as bad as the other one, but it's pretty bad.
$60? Like, I don't even know.
Order completed. Well done.
Whoa, Mr. Richie, Mr. Moneybags over here.
Here's $1. Go buy yourself a Star Wars.
We have Star Wars at home, Mom says, pointing at your Battlestar Galactica DVD.
Okay.
I want to know if Tayo has any insight on the Oldfield compound, and if he's been invited yet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've been invited at least twice, maybe 3 times. I've not been yet. I didn't know there was a controversy with Oldfield.
I'm surprised that you got invited. I think that's more times that I've invited Rafe Kelly to my estuary.
How many times have you invited Rafe Kelly to your
No,
estuary?
I've definitely invited him more times, and then he shut me down politely, saying, "I don't think your estuary is for me."
Nice.
And then shit talk you with my beeper, Paul Anleitner.
Rafe Kelly got my, it's up because Rafe Kelly got one of my last streams, not even demonetized because my channel isn't monetized, but I got the yellow hazard symbol.
What?
On my YouTube video, copyright strike, because of Rafe Kelly's earliest video on DiscordCorner.net, which had frickin' Mattis Yahoo music, a Jewish man. And wouldn't you know, his lawyers were on my ass which is crazy. Like,
I mean,
go after and like
are they
I'm reporting the
his
facts.
lawyers, or are they the lawyers of the music? And he was just setting you up.
Matis Yahoo was setting me up?
No, Rafe was trying to
Rose?
get you demonetized.
Well, yeah. I don't think Rafe had really any way of knowing that he would hold the record for the oldest video on thislittlecorner.net. But if he did, and he did kind of secretly plant this copyrighted song in that early video,
yeah, that's what I'm
then
saying.
perhaps, yeah, could be. I do want to clear the air, though. Coyote, the controversy with Elizabeth Oldfield is that she's way more woke and liberal than most of our friends in the corner can stomach.
Yeah, but I thought they realized that when she came to Chicago, and then you guys all had to just spaz about it and moved on.
They haven't gotten over it.
Okay.
Wait. Who are we talking about? Because I'm not one of these people. Am I?
You have to say I'm biased as the president. You know, you're the president of America, not president of the conservatives. So you're fine.
Because I do like Oldfield, even if I disagree on a couple things.
Yeah, I think she was great. I thought she was. I basically disagree and like her as much as I disagree and like what's the guy's name, Dreyer.
Dreyer.
So I thought it was a perfect balance. You know, I'm not McMiddle as much as I get accused of being McWoke, but I just got to say I felt perfectly in the middle of Rod Dreher and Elizabeth Oldfield. I felt them at equal lengths, one to the left of me and one to the right of me. So I thought it was a great choice. And but I do also know the proclivities of the general population in the corner. You know, they don't like to be told this, but they are all conservative. They think it's some big slam to say that they're all conservative.
They don't like to be told that at all.
Oh.
Hate to be the bearer of obvious news.
They're conservatives who are trying to differentiate themselves from their Fox News dads.
Yeah.
Except for the ones that are Fox News dads.
If you're not watching Fox News, you're watching President Foxman.
Self-hating conservatives. I'm not like other conservatives.
We should do a live reading of J-Reg's newest article. Anti-solipsism.
The next person after Oldfield you guys are going to have a problem with is King's North, because I'm reading his book or listening to his book right now, and he's very much just a reformed leftist activist.
You guys want to hear some?
I won't lie.
Use the
Actually,
word
I have
reformed
much
around
more
them,
beef
man.
with
They will
Kingsnorth.
eat you alive.
No.
Who was it said something? It was Michael Martin on X. He was like, "Yeah, you ever notice how there's no Eastern Orthodox stand-up comedians? I don't think any of them are funny or even enjoy laughing." Something like that, and I was like, "Okay, Michael Martin, did not expect that."
I love him so much. Oh my gosh.
I also took that as his take on the current Orthobro Wars of 2026 copyright McMo streams. Because I did call it about a month ago. The boys in the group chat know I called this about a month and a half ago, if not 2 months. And then I announced it about a couple of weeks ago, half a month ago on the live stream. And now look at, I'm not trying to say I'm a prophet, but I think I called this one correctly. And you guys don't have to give me flowers. But
what's the
I took that as
takeaway?
Michael Martin's. Michael Martin's takeaway from the Orthobro Wars of 2026 is that the Orthodox do not enjoy laughing. Apparently. And he brought up
I mean, it's true.
Yeah, like he I can't remember who he named in particular. But I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the Orthobro Wars of 2026. I thought that the Pajot Ortland conversation signaled the end of the discussion, basically. But then I think that Ortland's conversation with Stephen DeYoung actually signaled something else. But you also have to realize that it was a confluence of like 2 or 3 big things. So it was the Peugeot Ortland thing. It was the Richard Rowland and Pearl thing. It was the apologetics world, Jay Dyer, Andrew Wilson going up against the Christian
David
psychopath, David Wood.
Mhm.
And so all of
before
these
that, it
things
was
kind of happened at the...
Well, a few months back, it was the David Wood versus Sam Shamoon.
Yeah, yeah. So it's trickling down, and it's interesting that it was led. I mean, maybe it isn't interesting. It's interesting to me that it kind of started with a tift in the apologetics move. Also, Glenn Scrivener's video on it was very interesting to me. The kind of
That's
end
what I
of
was
mere
gonna bring up.
Christianity. I thought that was a really interesting take. I heard him kind of it seemed like he wasn't prepared to kind of give a defense of Protestantism in a way. But it's much easier to defend mere Christianity than it is to defend either Orthodoxy or Protestantism. But that's obviously the case, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what the Ortho Bro Wars of 2026 are and what the ramifications are. But it seems like, well, I mean, one way to put it is it seems just as important, if not more important, than what was originally noted with the rise of Orthodoxy and the Peterson and Peugeot pipeline. Like that, in my opinion, this could either signal the end of that process, which would be okay. You know, it's up to the Lord, basically. But but it could also just kind of signify it coming to fruition, right? Like this is what is going to happen once a critical mass of converts kind of come into the church, is that you're going to have these discussions where people figure out whether or not their grandma's in heaven.
Yeah. I think...
And whether or not they're allowed to pray for her.
Right. Well, I think, honestly, the Scrivener front is a different thing that's also going to become really important. Because I think he's on to something about the end of mere Christianity. And the thing is, at the very least, like, evangelicalism is a post-war consensus phenomenon.
Yeah,
it's baked into like Billy Graham only got big because he was seen as a useful kind of puppet for pushing cultural anti-communism at the same time that he was doing his big tent gospel preaching. So if we are post-war consensus, where Big Eva? I mean, so many of our institutions, our colleges are closing. I don't know.
I mean, my understanding from the outside is that Big Eva doesn't care, doesn't need to care, is not concerned at all what the Orthodox think about them. You know,
Well, I think these are two different things.
Oh, sorry, did I miss your point?
Yeah. It's more like Scrivener kind of kicked over. Like the actual front Eva needs to worry about is if the whole kind of phenomenon through which evangelicalism finds its coherency is as a then when that is if that's being undone, like we're gonna have a big identity crisis.
I don't know if you cut out for me. Okay, so you did cut out for everybody basically right when you were trying to say what Big Eva has to face.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Yep. Basically, like if the post-war consensus is the kind of cultural moment through which we kind of find our coherency, we're a part of that moment. Then now that moment is coming to an end, like that's going to be sort of like a crisis of identity for us.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, well, two thoughts. One, and both kind of tempered by the fact that I'm no longer in Big Eva. You know, I defend it because everybody loves trashing it, but I'm not a part of that anymore. But the two things that come to mind are, first of all, that basically it's like church by church, you know, which is obvious, but it also just needs to be said because there can actually be significant differences with like between megachurch to megachurch. But then second, and maybe the similarity is, well, if the similarity is just the number of people, then there's really nothing to talk about. But I do also think that the number of people represents certain qualities and certain decisions in terms of operation. So that leads to the second thing, if I can remember it, which is basically, I think that Big Eva is probably more culturally flexible than any quote unquote denomination. Now, obviously that can be seen as a good thing or a bad thing. I tried to make it as positive in the way I put it as I could. But the culture changing does not seem to be a big deal if the kind of telos of the church, your church itself, is presenting the gospel to the culture, which is a kind of, that's the seeker thing. That's the Big Eva thing. So it's not that, I don't know, maybe this is a big kind of, to me, this is obvious, but I can see now why somebody, this might be new information for somebody, but like, in my experience, the people on the inside of a megachurch, they're not really concerned about the cultural trappings of the gathering. You know, that they really do believe like come as you are, basically. And so what that means is like, and this is what people, a lot of people don't like this about them, right? Because you can basically be pro-choice, pro LGBTQ plus, and you can put your arms up to a Hillsong song, and you can hear expository sola scriptura preaching, and you know, nobody calls you to account. But the thing is, but you're mistaken if you think that like that's the point of what's going on. In some sense, it is the point, because they want to be able to present the gospel to you wherever you are. But then in some other ways, it's not like the megachurches have made this commitment to the exact culture for here and now. It's like, no, they're flexible. Like if the culture changes, the seeker-sensitive churches will change too. Some of them will, some of them won't, but you get my point, I think.
Yeah, I think I do, and I think I agree with you somewhat. I would have agreed with you more particularly the David Wood, Andrew Wilson crossover, because that was what was going on. And Big Eva, apologetics, were doing their thing in the war against Islam. And since 2020, the rise of the online author bros, it's sort of been like a parallel thing, and there wasn't like a crossover, but the crossover happened, and the author bros are trying to hold the Big Eva feet to the fire on the ecumenical questions. And that's sort of the big thing, is they're pissed off that Big Eva doesn't address when the true church is. But to your point though, the reason I do agree with you is that Big Eva is a lot more confident in its culture than Author Bros. Author Bros are Author Bros because they lost confidence in the culture of their father. But Big Eva hasn't gone through that deconstruction of all of the pillars of the last 100 years. But I do think, due to the fact that they are playing in the same industry, to use that crude term to describe theological matters, just the fact that it's online, I think, proves that there is going to be a crossover.
One other big data point for, I guess, the transition of Big Eva into the next world is the Charlie Kirk funeral.
Did you see my post on the SSS?
I think that is a symbol or an intimation of things to come. And I think one of the things that just is a result of, 2016 Trump, all that stuff else is sort of like an apocalyptic revelation of everybody's politics. And so it's the idea that we cannot avoid the fact that no matter which denomination or stripe you are, like your politics is kind of baked in. And so that's an unabashedly kind of like conservative MAGA vision for evangelicalism. And if you look at guys like, the Holy Post, Phil Vischer, Sky Jitani and whatnot, there's as much more blue church evangelicalism. But I think part of the reason that those guys are booming so hard is they don't realize that their politics were just as apocalyptically revealed as everybody else's. And they're still trying to be like Big Tent, we make no judgments, but their commitments are obvious.
Yeah. I think maybe to add to that, there's the vector of John Mark Comer, who I would be positively shocked. I guess, is there a kind of a silent middle? I won't go so far as to call it a silent majority, but is there not? And I'm asking this question because the only Christians I know are basically, that's not true. The only Christians I talk to on a regular basis are you guys. So it's like, I'm not tapped in the sense of, like when I was on staff at a megachurch, and our megachurch was a specific type for sure. But politics was kind of, spoken openly about within the staff. And I was definitely, an odd fellow, basically, just because I like arguing, I guess. But it was never the political, and this was in 2016, 2017. Like I remember that election happening, and the divide in our church was not between liberals and conservatives. It was basically between people who thought it was important enough to vote for Trump, and people who, there were people who held their nose and voted for Trump, as the saying goes. But it was in my sense, it was basically like 50-50 of people who if our church had run a poll, my guess is that 50% would have voted for Trump and 50% would have voted for the libertarian, or the other 50% would have just voted for somebody other than Trump. So, and then, the other thing is that the John Mark Comer phenomenon. Everybody I know who likes John Mark Comer is basically like the woke version of all of the young men who want more structure and rigor. I say, there are some exceptions. I'm thinking of Gray Hamilton. Yeah, but for the most part, the people who I know who love him are all they're basically Christians who only deconstructed 5%, and they basically learned enough to know that they can kind of not dig too much deeper and just be nice to gay people, and not kind of as deep as they want to go with it.
Start.
But they're also just hungry for something to do, which is definitely not my. I cannot relate. I am not looking for more spiritual disciplines, which make the assumptions you want to make about me from that, I guess. But yeah, that's an interesting thing to me, because a lot of my friends who would still call themselves Christians, but are to some extent deconstructed from Big Eva, what they're specifically deconstructing from is the Charlie Kirk funeral. And they're going to a very Elizabeth Oldfield place, a very John Mark Comer place. And that's also a kind of demographic that's definitely not represented in the corner at all, and so my friend group back in Savannah is mostly these people. this type of person. And, you know, there's gay people in the friend group, and there's Anglicans in the friend group, and there's at least one Eastern Orthodox dude in the friend group. And he is definitely not the Jay Dyer type of Eastern Orthodox because he's in a friend group with gay people, obviously.
See the Rigel type?
Yes, he's much more the Rigel type. I keep trying to convince him to check out the corner stuff because he's also a big fan of like D&D. So I'm like, I think you'll fit right in, bro. But regardless, that I think that specific demographic, the like E. Olson and John Mark Comer, at least for the people I know my age, around our age, is like could possibly be a silent majority. Like it's the big Eva people that like voted for Biden, basically, you know, like that kind of thing.
Same, and not just that. I think in terms of the nuns actually, they are more likely to find that part of Christianity appealing than the other side of it, the more ortho-bro rigor type. And Elizabeth Ocho, one of the places she invited me to her compound was when we were both at this very, what's it called? The Realization Festival, which is a very open, woke-ish type event. And she was sort of the token Christian that was invited. Oh, sorry, not just Royal Williams was also there. So that sort of space. And the ex-witches that were now looking into Christianity, they're more interested in the Elizabeth Oldfield expression of it than the Jay Dyer type. And in real life, I know more people like that. But online, I know more people that are the Jay Dyer type. But I think that's just because I'm in this little corner and it's adjacent spaces.
Well, there is also a kind of I'm trying to think of a polite way to say this.
Oh, wait, we're online. We're streaming to YouTube still.
There's a
like we're
type
all
of
friends
person-
here, but we're public.
Yeah, there's a type of person that would prefer you to tell them in a calm tone. Yeah, there's a type of person who cares more about the tone of your voice than the words that you're saying. And this is a very difficult thing for autists to understand. I get that. But like, and I kind of categorize a lot of this type of person that it seems like Tayo is friends with and I'm kind of connected to as well. And honestly, this shouldn't be like breaking news to the corner, because I think that that's a lot of why people like the corner is, I mean, this is what Ortland was talking about in Jacob's stream, was like, how do you actually disagree and basically like still like each other and not get your feelings hurt and like all of this stuff. And a big part of that is the tone of your voice. And, you know, there's all these social rules, and I totally understand the people who either don't like understand the social rules, and so that like is annoying, but also the people who do understand the social rules and see how they're bullshit and they don't want to play by those games. Like I get both of those positions fully. But the place I keep coming back to, and this is true of the Orthobro Wars, this is true of the corner navel gazing, this is true of basically everything, is how do we basically understand the situation, have a frame, and then move from our kind of frame of understanding the situation to how can we use what we understand to love the other. And I think that there's a sense in which some, like, I don't know, this sounds too cute, so I don't really know if it's true, but there's a way in which there are some people who are really good at kind of understanding the situation and putting it in clear terms. But that explanation of the situation is also very offensive, usually in some ways to one side or the other, but it could also just be offensive to both sides. And that they have found the truth of the situation, but they've yet to solve the problem of reconciliation. And that issue of reconciliation is so difficult, because on the one hand, you can, and I know this from experience as a husband, I can lie and pretend, and I don't have to be in a fight anymore. So that's one way of solving the problem. Or I can angrily and loudly and maybe in a very masculine way, as the head of my household, I can explain exactly what's going on in this situation and what needs to be done. And she can either get on board, or and if she doesn't get on board, then I can scare her, you know. And I did this early on in my marriage, to my utter shame and embarrassment now, but I'm telling you guys and the whole world, that, you know, I got in a fight, and we got in a fight. Me and my wife got in a fight, and I basically just like raised my voice and expressed to her that I was a bigger and scarier gorilla than she was able to handle. And that was my strategy in getting my way, you know? And so that obviously didn't help either. And so there exists still this extremely difficult problem of not only sense making about a certain disagreement, but then getting beyond the just like, okay, I understand where each person is coming from, and getting to the what needs to be done in order for reconciliation to take place. And so obviously it's a little simpler in a marriage than it is for the church, quote unquote. But that's where my mind goes, because
Depends on the marriage.
Yeah, I'm talking too much. You guys go.
Just a heads up. I'm going to probably end the stream here pretty soon. If anybody in the chat, aka app, you want to keep listening, you can spend some money on my Ko-Fi and get access to this conversation that my friends are having on my Discord server. Or you could just, you know, join because you're already part of it. But yeah. Thank you three for joining.
Thank you.
Donate to my Ko-Fi, because of how hard I just tried to not say Kierkegaard speaks of this, and to just say what Kierkegaard said.
Fair, you can just listen in, Af. You don't have to speak. I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna probably talk to my wife for a little bit, as she's in Montana. I might join back, but if you guys are still on. But otherwise, I just want to thank everybody for joining and hanging out. And thanks to Mark S. for the generous donation of 500 jewels or whatever he gave me.
Oh man, so many jewels.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I need some damn jewels. No, you're getting all the jewels, man.
Yeah.
I want some jewels.
Yeah.
Is this like specifically for like gamers on YouTube?
It might be. I don't know. I doubt it, but it's like bits from Twitch.
Yeah.
But okay. There were a lot of people in chat, but thank you all.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try to go through all this, but bye, stream.